I think Good Boy is a stark reminder of how humans selectively empathize.
Or is it an uninspired story that relies on the best dog acting in the world to sell it? Get
Let's talk about it.
and get
Let's get
scared.
it. I can
We're
fix that
so good at
part.
intros. We're so good at intros.
We are. And I have club members. We're back. We're changing things up a little bit. But as always, I'm Cheyenne, and I bring analysis and antagonize Ben.
And I'm Ben. I bring, in this case today especially, some passionately hot takes.
Even more than last week?
Very similar to last week. And this time we're going to be talking about Good Boy. Yay.
But first, we have some spooky rants to get out of the way. So if you want to skip to the recap, there will be timestamps in the show notes. Ben.
Yes.
You want a spooky rant?
I want you to go first.
Okay, I have a twofer again to make up for last week because we both kind of flopped.
Ooh. Okay.
So I have a heavier one, but then I'm gonna bring it back to a lighthearted place.
I'm ready
for us. So my heavier one is, I don't want to get too detailed just because we're keeping our fingers crossed. But as you know, I was a shoo-in for a job offer, like a very good one. And at the last minute, it fell through, and I did not.
Don't you just hate that?
The government is my number one op, one person in the government in particular, because they keep doing things. And I know he's affecting all of us. And that's what I'm here to say. There's a lot of shit going on. Love this dramatic zoom. There's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. And it's really hard to perpetually not pay attention to everything, but to put equal energy and not aim, but full energy into every single thing. And we all also have our own shit that we're dealing with. And I am here to tell everyone, if you have suffered a blow or if you've suffered a few blows back to back while all this shit is going on, it's okay to take some time and wallow in your self-pity.
I love wallowing in self-pity sometimes. I think it's truly a very cathartic and powerful experience.
Yes, and when there's so much shit going on, I think it could be really, really hard because you feel guilty for wallowing in your whatever your tragedy is at the moment. Because I lost a job that I was a shoo-in for, but people are actively dying.
And honestly, I'm going to reference a show that came back this past week. Because Scrubs, I don't know if you're aware of this, Cheyenne. Scrubs is back.
I've been meaning to tell Kate about it.
I love Scrubs.
Yeah.
And honestly, one of the most powerful moments that I remember from that show, because I love this show, it makes me cry all the time. In season 1, there's an episode where there's it's okay to be overwhelmed, even if it's just for a moment.
Yeah.
The character the whole time was like, I'm all good. No, they're getting overwhelmed, they're stressed out, and they need a good cry. And that's what you need.
Yes.
Don't feel bad about having to cry.
No, you can absolutely be aware of the fact that, obviously Donald Trump is not out here singling me out. On Friday when I got this news, and yesterday, I was like, I'm pretty sure he has hired my FBI agent that tracks my internet usage, and he is specifically targeting
that big Cheyenne Kermer to stop her.
Because shit just keeps happening that involves the government in one way or another to specifically me in my specific circumstances. And I just want to tell everyone, for your own mental health and well-being, take some time. Be the center of your universe for a minute and wallow. Be mad. Be sad.
Especially if you're by yourself, let it out. Put on a sad movie. Cry it out. A sad show. I love putting on sad shows and crying. I'm not afraid to say it. No,
you need to. How I feel about The Climb by Miley Cyrus.
Is that your crying song?
Do you not remember one time we were listening to it in the car and I said, do you ever just cry to this song? And you went, no.
That's so funny. I mean, honestly, no judgment to you because I have more than enough crying songs. Again, all of them from Scrubs.
I'm sure you have a 21 Pilots one in there somewhere.
Don't talk about Drag Path, Cheyenne. You know Drag Path is out. I'm having a good time.
So that's my heavier thing, because of course, a whole new wave of shit has happened this week. And you know what? If you're gonna advocate for everyone else and you're gonna point out how shit things are for everyone else, you might as well point it out for
Might
yourself
as
too.
well.
Might as well. Which brings me to my lighthearted spooky rant. Ben, Katie has decided that she is very into roller skating now, and I love this development
That's
for
so
her.
fun. She wasn't
It's so
good at
cute.
it.
No.
Wait, you guys gone roller
She's
skating?
making. We went. She's gone twice. I've been with her once, but to the place in Stafford on Route
It's so
1.
crazy how I
Um,
guess I missed that text. I think I missed that one.
it was on a Wednesday night.
You're lucky I work Wednesday nights. You lucked out.
Yeah, so
And you guys
it's
knew that, and
when
that's why you didn't text me. That's so sweet of you
that's what it
guys.
was.
That's so sweet.
Of
You're considerate
course,
that you knew my work schedule.
always,
Wow.
always. So on Wednesday nights, this place has like dollar skate night, and the rentals are really cheap. So she's decided she's learning how to roller skate, and I absolutely love this for her because I like roller skating, and nobody ever wants to
I
go.
enjoyed when we went.
So, and this is like a real rink, not the weird ice thing. So we go, and my girl's being so brave. She's so brave. This rink in particular has like no railing, no walls. Like you are
Oh
just
my god.
you're out here doing it, okay? And we get on the rink and we start to go, and it's absolutely packed because it's the cheap roller skating night, okay? And there's all these people who are incredibly talented and like Olympic level roller skating
I'd be
is
too
happening.
humiliated to be there. I
Okay.
can't do it.
Then they make an announcement and they say, inexperienced skaters, please stay in the middle.
In the middle?
Which means that people who don't know how to roller skate have to get through the fast Olympic skaters to get to the
That's
middle.
crazy.
To roll-
Because I understand even like around
Oh my
those
God, I
not
think-
walls, but like if I'm struggling and falling, the last place I want to be is in the middle of the rink. I'll be as close
So
to
the-
it as possible. And I get it. The fast ones are because my guess is the fast ones are like going fast, so they want as much track as possible.
Yes. However, it's so twofold. Also, the way you learn how to skate is by not having anything to hold on to.
Nope,
That is like
do not tell me that. I need a wall. Don't you dare tell me that.
But having these people who can't skate get through.
I feel like I'd feel like I'm being so like I'm in the center of like a biker game trying to swirling around me. And I'm like, they're coming closer. And I'm just stuck. I'm trapped. I'm just imagining. I'm imagining at this skating rink. It's just like some elite skaters. They're decked out in some skating swag. Or
Yes.
fast. Everyone else in the middle.
Yes. It was me, Katie, a bunch of like middle school and high school boys, and a bunch of little kids. And I can roller skate, so I was like trying to figure out how to do tricks and stuff so I could stay with Katie.
You pissed me off.
Sorry.
And I was in the elite members.
No, I'm not that good. Like Ben, I'm talking about these people are like skating, spinning. They're getting down on like one knee and doing the caressing of the wood.
I wish I could do it so bad, but I can't even like bend down.
Yes. But like Katie's out here and she got better. She got better. She warmed up. But at the beginning, she's walking with her skates like a fucking Clydesdale.
I love her skating journey.
She had to get through those people.
Oh my God.
I think she almost got killed like 5 times. My poor baby. She made it. And then the last time she went to do it, she didn't even time it. She just like fucking went. Despite all these people zipping around. And I was like, oh my God, she's going to die. She did great that time. That time she really... I said, okay, so you have to be in like fight or flight in order to skate.
That sounds so scary.
I was like, that's the craziest rule I've ever... Hello? That's the craziest rule I've ever heard.
It makes some sense, but like, can we do something for these people besides just get in the middle?
And they kept doing like only experienced skaters, only pro skater sessions, and they didn't do any for the like baby skaters. So
where's the baby skater session?
They didn't have one. My rant is roller skating needs to be more inclusive. What about you? What's on your spirit today?
That's a really, really good question. I think that this is gonna be a rant about how I hate time. Because as I told
Okay.
you shortly before we start recording, um,
Uh-huh.
Pokemon Day was this past Friday, and they announced
Oh, the
the next
day. Okay.
generation of Pokemon, Gen 10.
Mm-hmm.
And every time a new generation comes
Mm-hmm.
out, I'm just reminded how excited I am to get new Pokemon. I'm so bad at
Aw.
the games. Competitively, I can play the game fine because it's a game for children. But when I play against people,
Uh-huh.
I lose like nonstop. But
Oh, okay. So like you're not a gym guy. You're not going to the
I'm
Pokemon Go
not going to
gym
these
situation.
gyms, and I'm not like real
Okay.
life. In the games, because the game is just like do the type, you win. But real game, I get destroyed every time because I pick based on who I just love and adore, how cute they are.
Yeah.
And this,
What else are you supposed to pick
and
on?
they announced it. I'm so excited. It looks so good. I'm going to have to
Yeah, they
buy
are
a Switch
cute.
2 for it, which sucks. But it's not going to come out for like at least a year and a half, if not like 2 years. And that
Oh, okay, you have time.
is agony. But I'm going to hyperfixate on Pokemon until then, as
Okay.
always happens. When the
Uh-huh.
last generation came out, I don't know if you know this, I would play every time there was a new announcement. I would stop my class and I would go, "We're watching the Pokemon announcement.
No, but that's really
Like
fun.
this is what we're doing." And then I was like, "I don't care what you
That's
guys
fun.
do. I'm watching the Pokemon Direct right now." And so
Mommy's having
that
me
is why I'm
time.
wearing. Yeah, mommy's having me time, so sit down. That's how I feel.
Sit down and be quiet.
And these ones are so
You people
cute, and I'm
antagonize me
so like,
enough.
oh god,
Yeah, you did make me look them up right
because
before we
I
started
love
recording, and the
them.
dog is
I
really
love them
cute.
so much.
The dog is
There's a little
cute.
cute dog. Not, I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
not as cute as the dog is in today's movie.
This movie today, Ben. Speaking of, you ready for some facts, or you have some more
I
ranting to
think,
go?
yeah, that's it in my rant. I think I'm just really frustrated with myself for being so excited for something that's going to take forever to come out, and I'm going to agonize about it nonstop.
It'll just make it that more fun when it comes out, though. You'll be so excited at that point.
Yeah, I hope.
You'll be a little bit feral,
I'll be
probably.
so feral. I'm gonna be getting every single time there's a new leak. I'm gonna be there, eating that
Ooh,
up.
okay. Your kids are gonna love getting their little breaks.
No, because they're gonna be
Okay,
annoying me,
great.
and they're gonna make me upset, and I'm gonna get emotional about it.
They're not gonna give mommy her me time.
Mommy needs her me time sometimes.
Please, okay? All right,
But
Ben. Well,
yes, tell
this
me
movie,
about
oh,
today's movie, Good Boy.
today's movie was filmed or released in 2025. It definitely was not filmed in
No,
2025. And we'll talk about it. And it not really relevant, but it was filmed in Harding Township, New Jersey.
interesting. I feel like you don't ever hear about New Jersey.
There's probably a good reason for that. New Jersey famously is not
Well, I
like
assume
an
they usually
exciting
film because of
place.
taxes.
Or in the LA.
No,
Anyways, that's a rant I had with Ashley on the La Llorona episode. So a nugget for you to listen to if you ever
oh, tell me
ever
more
keep
about
wanting
this
to.
movie, Cheyenne.
Right, okay. So the director is we have a Ben. The director is Ben Leonberg.
Shout out to the Bens.
He yes. The writers are Alex Cannon and also Ben Leonberg. And it stars Indy the Dog as Indy the
Okay, so
Dog.
Indy was a dog's real name. I was like curious. I was
Yes.
hopeful. That's so great.
Hmm.
That's so great.
And Indy is the only one who's been in other notable
Oh
projects.
my god, it's a celebrity dog.
As he's famous, and he's not even
Is
trained to be
Indy a boy
famous.
dog or a girl dog? Do we know?
I think he's a
Okay.
boy. I believe I kept seeing he.
Okay.
So Indy made an appearance multiple times as an emotional support dog in Daredevil Born Again for 9 episodes.
That's so beautiful. What a talented
Um,
professional.
and yes, so he's the only one that has like another credit. However, I did see a cute thing that one of his favorite movies is Challengers.
How is a dog's favorite movie Challengers? Oh, he
Maybe
saw
he
the
sees the
tennis
day just
balls.
really
He saw the
happy.
tennis balls probably what, or maybe he just loves when boys kiss together.
Maybe he loves
He loves a
Zendaya.
throuple.
He wants to do the throuple. We also have Shane Jensen as Todd. and Ariel Friedman as Vera.
Mhm.
So the budget of this movie was tiny. It was $70,000.
That's crazy. But I guess it is one set
Yes.
with like a dog actor.
Yeah. Well, yes. And it made it. Don't know why this is such a range. Could not find a pinpoint answer on how much this movie made. So it made somewhere between $6.6 million and $8.7
What
million
was it?
dollars.
Am I not mistaken? This was a Shudder original, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so when it comes straight to streaming, so I'm sure that stuff's really hard for the track sometimes.
Fair, fair. I thought Good Boy was in theaters, but maybe I
Maybe it
made
had
that
a
up.
theatrical release plus
I don't
this,
know.
and that's why there's a number, but it's not a pinpoint number.
Right. I know it did a festival run, but shooting took 400 days across 3 years.
Oh my god!
So this is fully a passion project movie. This was not
Can I ask
like,
something that's really, really important, but it's gonna make me really sad if the answer's not what I want? Do we know if
okay,
Indy is still alive?
yeah, and he's alive.
Okay. I got scared.
The Daredevil. No, he's still no.
Okay.
He's baby. He's not that old.
Okay.
Because the footage of the puppy is also Indy as a puppy.
Shut up. Is that real? Oh my god. How did they find a puppy and they immediately pinpoint and went, this is a star? They said this puppy is a
So
star.
I know exactly how they did it. So, the owner, Ben Leonberg, came up with the concept of the horror movie from the dog's POV. And he ended up picking his own dog over professionally trained actor dogs because of Indy's intense, unblinking stare.
That dog's stare is so good. It's so good.
He acts like his face does the same acting as a theater actor compared to like a television actor, you know? Like a theater actor, it's in the face. It's the reaction.
It blew my mind the amount I've seen sometimes where I'm just like, this dog is portraying dread.
Yes.
How are you doing that? You asked me to convey dread. I couldn't do it. A dog though?
Nailed
He's
it.
so talented.
Yes. So that is how he was determined to be the star of the movie.
Wow.
His cute little face. So Indy is also a Nova Scotia duck toiling retriever, which is the smallest breed of retriever.
He was so tiny.
Yeah, he was so cute. So this movie has been likened to a live action version of Courage the Cowardly Dog. However, the creators had no intention of doing that and didn't realize it till after fans started pointing it out. Which I put in there because I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog growing up. That was a favorite show.
It was so creepy and weird. It made me feel like, yeah, I watched Courage. I'm so like mature like that.
I just want you to know that I just said that was my one of my favorite shows growing up, and here we are with the horror movie podcast that I have created for us.
No tracks.
I have always been who I am, you know. Oh, and I already said that he used Indy because of the unblinking, intense stare.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it on the fun facts. Again, a lot of the times Indy didn't know that he was acting.
I mean, I
know that he was being.
No, I think he did.
So,
Indy is a professional. Indy's a professional.
He's not trying to be a professional. He's just a natural.
He had notes to the director. He said, my character wouldn't do that. He was really great to the PAs on set from what I've heard. Like he was very,
I'm sure. The sweetest boy.
He was very sweet. Meryl Streep said that she worked for him and she's inspired by him, and that's what got her career going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense. He's also like an eternal dog. He's just always
nothing bad should ever or will ever happen to Indy.
Yeah. So very, very mild trigger warning for this one. And that was a little bit of medical trauma and deterioration due to advancing cancer. However, for anyone who has not seen this movie and wants to see it because there's a dog and is a little bit hesitant because it's a horror movie about a dog, I do want to put a full disclaimer out there. The dog does not die. The dog is fine. You can watch the movie.
Yes.
You're safe. And this movie is available on AMC Plus.
Mhm.
You can rent it on Prime, and it is on Shudder,
Oh my god,
which is where I ended up having to watch it because AMC Plus was not fucking loaded.
I watched AMC Plus because, as we established,
Well,
I bailed on Shudder. Even though AMC Plus is just Shudder, just like a little bit more. But
but with that, Ben, it's time for the recap.
let's talk about Good Boy. Yay! um, so Good Boy opens up with our favorite little boy, Indy. And there's like, he's clearly dirty. Then we've got his owner, who we learn to be Todd. It's like coughing up blood, like there's blood being like floating about in this scene. And I'm not gonna
Yeah, he's
lie,
not doing well.
I'm very confused when this scene happens. He's like in a bathroom coughing up blood. Vera, his sister, is blowing up his phone. She comes charging in and she's like, Todd, you gotta answer. She sees he's coughing up blood. She kind of panics. And immediately we're in love with Indy. Are you
Yes.
thinking about where the scene takes place?
Yeah, because now that you've pointed it out,
My only thought
doesn't.
is that this takes place before this is in order. Because while I was watching, I was like, this is the end of the movie. But I don't think it is. I think that this was an early moment. I think he had some kind of weird reaction, weird cancer thing happen.
Okay, so maybe it's like when they're discovering he's got something going on to
Yeah, or
begin
like right
with.
before. So he's coughing up blood. His sister comes home. She's panicking. And then we get introduced to Indy through a series of home videos. Indy and his relationship to his owner, Todd. And Indy is the sweetest little puppy in the whole wide world. He's got
so
truly the
cute.
most like coppery looking fur. It's such a pretty color. I'm just like, wow, they got the cutest dog imaginable. I love this dog so much.
And it's just their dog.
And it's just the director's dog. It's like, yeah, I got the cutest dog in the world. I'm gonna make a movie about it. That's what he did. He said, I have the cutest dog. I'm gonna make a movie about it. And he did.
Yep.
And we get a little bit about them. They live in New York City. Todd and Indy, they're inseparable. And we got little sprinklings here that like Todd goes to the hospital and stays in the hospital for periods of time. So we're like, okay, we got it. He's not doing well. We cut to the present, and Todd is straight up, he's leaving the city. His sister's pissed. She's like, wait, where are you? I'm in your apartment. It's empty. He's going to go live at their old grandfather's like family house. And I think this is where, again, we get told like Ted's sick. They're like, did you talk to a doctor? Can you really be doing all of this? But he's crashing out, which is why I think that scene from the beginning is like the beginning. I think this happens. I think he kind of crashes out. He flees to go live out in the country now after he got like severely sick.
Okay, that tracks.
And while they're in the Indy's in the car, Ted's out trying to do something, and he looks in the rearview mirror, and he sees a little shadow, and immediately acting from this dog. That dog looks so scared. It's so talented.
Yes.
It was so like, I'm like, wow. You see a shadow for real and you're worried. There's something weird. Oh yeah, and this is when I think Vera texts didn't come back. So I think that healing sequence again. Like, was this cancer coming back or something? Or this was Nale coming back. He's worried it's gonna come back. I'm not too sure. They get to the house, and it's a creepy ass house. It's the creepiest house I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a great haunted house.
It's like, but it's like a place I don't want to be. It's this deep in the woods. It's under construction. Like there's clearly like they've been renovating parts of it. There's no power. But it's not a house that should have no power.
Right. It's not like dilapidated.
No, it's not. It's just like a normal house, but like with just renovations going on in every single room. And we hear wailing from the basement. No, not for me.
Nope.
Not for me. And they go in, and the power shuts off. Like Todd goes to the basement to play with the breaker or something. And when I say the power's off, it's only powering like floodlights. It's not powering the house.
Yeah. Right. I think he might have some like construction-y
Those are the
lights.
footlights I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, got it.
So he goes to the basement in the pitch black and he says, Indy, you stay here. That dog's coming with me.
I'm bringing
That
the dog
dog's
with
coming
me.
with me. I'm scared. I get it's narrow. I'm scared. I'm scared.
The dog knows more than I do.
And this dog is walking around clearly creeped out. He's getting some bad vibes.
He's sussed out. And listen, if I have an animal and they clearly are not vibing with the location, they're creeped out, they don't like it, I'm
I'm
listening
not
to them.
listening. I'm
They're
not listening
smarter
to
than me.
them.
No,
I
they
understand
know what
that. And I understand that.
Killian, dude, if I like wake up in the middle of the night and I'm spooked about something, I just look at Killian. If he's chilling, I'm like, we're good.
I have that thought, but
If
also
he's
if my cat's wailing, I'm ignoring him. Going, you're being annoying, bub.
well, that's for food.
Exactly. But how am I
I'm
supposed?
talking they're
How
like,
do you know if it's for food or not? You don't know.
no, because I don't think an alien, I don't think an animal would be causing a stir over like a supernatural being. They're probably spooked. They're not going to be like, meow, meow.
I fear I would not listen to Indy, even though I realize I should.
They know more than me.
Todd finds some old home videos, and where it's just like the briefest information about the grandfather here, where it's like, yep, granddad was a weirdo. He died in this house. He had a dog too. He loved dogs, much like Todd loves Indy. And Indy, once again, is peering down the hallway. We see a scary shadow. And like, it's spooky. And again, he's acting.
He is.
It's just like he's just like curious but scared and concerned. He's so talented.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this every time a scary thing
convinced.
happens and Indy reacts to it. I'm going to talk about how great it is.
Yes. A natural talent.
The next day, they're like walking around the yard. They go through the family graveyard, where he goes, "Yep, they all died pretty young too." What? You're not more concerned?
It's like such a big area of land too.
It's a huge area of land, and I just don't think I would ever go, "Yep, my whole family died pretty young."
And now I'm ill.
Sir. Also,
Go to that.
on that, I think it's so crazy how long his sister lets him be out there before she comes check out him. I think it's so crazy. He's clearly having a breakdown. Like, he just ran off to go live in the woods. And at first I thought he was like, I'm gonna stay for a little bit. But he later says he sold his apartment.
So the only point I have to make here, Ben, is that like one of your goals in life is to completely disassociate and go live in the woods.
Let me back up. That is not a goal of mine. That is a game plan in case the apocalypse occurs. There's a key difference. There's a key difference. There's a key
and that's
difference.
like a good starting point.
There's a key difference between me dissociating as a game plan versus I'm fleeing to the woods because of tragedy in my life. When the apocalypse occurs, that's not the same thing. And that's just my aesthetic. I'm only for the aesthetic.
Wait, if Indy's the cult leader, would you do it? Without the apocalypse?
1,000%, because I know you would do me no wrong.
You're right. He would take good care of you.
While they're at this graveyard, though, once in the background, scary silhouette again. Only this time, it's less like narrow and thin. It's clearly a man in a suit.
Yes, it's very bushy, leafy.
It's like a bushy suit. It's the neighbor who says, "Oh yeah, welcome. Welcome. It's good to see you. You're so grown. Be careful. It's fox season. I'm hunting foxes. There's fox traps everywhere." I immediately was like, "Uh oh, fox.
That's coming back.
Fox traps are everywhere. Cool." Indy crawls into a little trunk, sees some spooky eyes. She goes, ugh. How does he act that out? He acts out, ugh. Doesn't say it, but you get the vibe.
It's eyes and the shaking of, zoom. He's spooked.
We cut to like later on. I think the neighbor gave Todd a motor for the lights.
Oh,
a generator is what I would say. And I honestly, I was seeing this, I'm like, I could never live in the woods. I can never live with this not power. Because this motor, this generator, it doesn't feel reliable at all.
How do you even plug your house into a
He
generator,
plugs
you
that
know?
into the generator, and the generator's just outside.
How do you
He's
do
like, "Don't use it. Don't turn it on while it's raining." He does that, and I'm like, "This just seems so scary," but he does it. Um, the power is on. Oh, the sister calls, and she's like, "Is Indy acting weird? Dogs can sense things, you know. Science says they can
And
sense
that's what I'm saying.
things." And you said that, and I can't tell if
And I always
she's
have.
saying dogs can see the paranormal or Indy can tell you're sick.
Yeah, the
It's the
second.
second one, but she's really like the way she's talking. She's like, it could be anything. It could be spooky paranormal ghosts.
Spooky
Spooky
paranormal
paranormal
ghosts.
ghosts. We
It's
know
my
that
favorite
Indy's
kind of
able to
ghost.
sense spooky paranormal ghosts.
He's
He's
on it.
been. And once again, Indy looking out into the woods, while the lights are being turned on, acting.
Yeah.
Acting. This dog literally is like about to start crying. It's so scared.
Poor
Oh my
baby.
god. How did they do that? How did they do that?
They train him to tilt his head like this and go,
Um, Indy has a nightmare that night, which is so sad, of the grandpa's dog, which is also a cute dog, a beautiful
yes.
golden retriever with a
Mhm,
bandana on. You got me fucked
mhm. And what's
up.
his name? And what's his
Its
name?
name is Bandana Ghost Dog, is what I wrote down.
His name is Bandit. His name is Bandit. I thought you had it
I
for a
didn't
second.
have it. I have Bandana Ghost Dog.
You were like a quarter of the way there.
um, where I honestly don't remember. Oh, I think it was like a vision of the demon getting bandana ghost dog, where his little hand comes out. We get a dog whimper. That's what this one was. Where you just see
Is this when he
this one. The only thing you see is you see the inside the dog's eye, the reflection of the demon, kind of coming
Oh,
at it,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and he gets so scared. And then Todd goes out to do something. I actually do not know what he went to do.
Not his best. Not his
And
best.
Indy's crying because he got FOMO just like me, for real, for real. He's crying nonstop,
Yeah.
running around. Um, and he looks over. Who's back? It's Bandana Ghost Dog. And he
Uh-huh.
follows Bandana Ghost Dog. And upstairs or one of the rooms, and like way behind like a bed or something, is a little.
Mhm. Oh, it's like
It's like a dresser or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some piece of furniture. We see a little bandana from Bandana Ghost Dog. Indy smells it. Indy has a That's So Raven vision
Yeah,
of
he
like
does.
what happened, of like the grandfather walked into the shadowy basement, and then the demon hand
Mhm.
shot out, and we see blood splatter. So it appears as though the grandfather murdered and
Oh my god, I did not clock
not Indy,
that.
not Indy, Bandana Ghost Dog. Yes.
Wait, I didn't clock that it was
I My interpretation, because again, this movie I don't is so weird sometimes. I think that the demon is possessing the owner.
oh,
Um,
I feel like my comforting statement at the beginning that the dog doesn't die is now not
no, that dog's
correct.
that dog dies.
Well, no, I knew that dog was dead, but I'm talking about a dog that we like. You know, the main character dog doesn't
No, Indy doesn't
die.
die. Did I say Indy? I misspoke when I said it.
No, 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 no. I'm just saying now I feel like my comforting statement being like the dog
There is
doesn't
a dead
die
dog.
is I'll have to go back and fix that.
Bandana Ghost Dog got killed by this demon. Um,
Damn.
and he gets so scared, and it made me really sad. But it's okay because now Todd's back. Fuck you, Todd.
Dad's
Because Todd
home. Dad's
Todd
home.
comes in, and I truly I can't tell what the implication is here. Because maybe he's chemo. Because he comes back with like patches on his elbows, as though
Yeah.
he had a needle in it. And my first thought was like he's supposed to be on drugs. But now I'm thinking it's probably something along the lines of like chemo. Cause
Chemo radiation, yeah, because he's like beat the fuck up
yes,
when he comes
he's
back.
that makes a lot more sense where he's like, and we
Yeah.
see like honestly something moving inside of them too. I don't know if you clocked it, something moved inside of it.
No.
It was gross. But he's clearly had a bad day, and he's being mean to Indy, pissing me off.
He is.
Pissing me
Mean to his
off.
child.
Fuck you, Todd. Piss me off.
No.
And that's fucking scary. And I think he's like possessed at this point. Because then like he's just being a weird energy going around. And he starts like he goes to the basement and just bashes his head against the door over and over again while Indy's just there watching. Indy goes upstairs into the attic. This point, I'm not gonna lie, this movie got very confusing to me. Because I did not understand the timeline. And sometimes it felt like we'd go into a room, we'd see Todd, Indy would see this happening, walk to the next room, and Todd's there too. But maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I paid enough attention. I don't know. But Indy goes up to the attic, and we see Grandpa's chair. We have another That's a Raven vision. This time, it's Grandpa bleeding from his mouth, much like how Todd did at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I clocked it. You clocked it. We both clocked it.
Yes. We're clocking.
Somehow Indy got super dirty and trying to get up there, so Todd's then later cleaning him. Well, he starts coughing up blood. And so he's panicking because, his cancer is back. Yeah. He's trying to get into a study. He can't get into the study. Because they said, you're too sick. You're too far gone. Which is a very sad scene. But Indy looks at...
Yeah, they hit him with, if you had come sooner, maybe. Which is...
To be fair, honestly, unnecessary, but also I'm going to say it. Todd, you chose to go run out and live in the woods.
Yeah.
You clearly were going through something, you didn't handle it well. But while like he's being told this, he gets angry and he looks up at him. And for a second, he flashes it to like our demon. I'm going to keep calling it our demon because I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
Which I think the best way to describe it is it's literally just like a person covered head to toe in mud.
Yeah. It's very like oily.
It's oily, it's gross.
Yeah.
So he sees that Todd is the demon. That's why I'm very confused. I think the demon is possessing Todd.
That tracks.
He starts trying to do some like holistic remedies. He's like digging for specific roots and stuff. The neighbor comes out, and what does the neighbor say?
Fox.
Hey, goes, be careful. There's some fox traps out there. We got it.
Again, okay.
We love a neighbor who said, I'm going to put this Chekhov's gun here. I'm going to keep letting you know it's there, okay? Don't forget that.
Don't forget about it. Forget.
Once again, I think Indy sees the shadow moving about the house. He's going, this is spooky. At this point, this is where I was really just like, okay, we get it. We get it. We've seen this. It's been the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
And again, I'm so confused by all of this. Indy at one point goes to the basement and he sees someone collapse, who I think was Todd. Right? Does this sound familiar?
Have you done the doghouse part
That
yet?
happens later.
Okay.
He sees someone collapse. And he runs upstairs, and while he's like hiding in front of like a bed or something, a hand comes out and yoinks his dog. It's Todd, who's just like cuddling with the dog.
Oh, and he's on the that. First of all, that did not make any sense. This is when he pulls him.
Why is he under the bed in the first place?
How do you also manage to do that physically?
Pull that dog back.
Like pulls the dog under the bed, like from one side of the bed under the bed to the other side of the bed.
He's so talented. Was he in the bed? I think they're both under the bed.
Yeah, they're both under the bed, which means Todd manages to be. He's not like under the bed. Todd's like next to the bed, but like close to the under part of the bed. So if like this is the bed,
yes,
and here's Todd, and here's Indy. Right.
Oh, he reached
like
all the way across. He's got a really good reach.
So he reached across, grabbed Indy, and pulled him for way too long.
In a really like scary way. It's like you can go slower than that.
Yeah. Just call him over.
And this time the shadow's back, but Todd also sees it. Todd's like, wait, this is weird. Hello? 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 He pulls one of those. Indy's locked the fuck in. I'm watching. Someone's coming. I'm ready.
Uh-huh.
Then we see a oily muddy hand come up behind Indy because Todd is now
Mm-hmm.
an ink monster. Pets
Mm-hmm.
him. Indy freaks out and bites Todd. Um,
Uh,
and Todd like freaks out. He kind of stumbles into the next
he
room.
gets pissed.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Get away from me! Get away from me!" He's in the next room.
Yeah.
The door's all shut, and I just didn't care. But Indy, of course, Indy cares because he's a real one, unlike me. And this fucking dog, this genius dog, he needs to go get help. He needs to get out. He jumps from a fucking window. So why I'm like,
Yeah.
how did they do that? How did they get this dog? Like, it looks real. It 100%
They might
wasn't.
have. They might have had like a trampoline, pillowy, cushy
Even
thing
then,
for
it
him
was
to
just
jump
he
onto.
jumps into a bush because Indy's a genius like
Just
that.
yeah,
And he books
he's
it. He
unstoppable.
books it to the neighbor's house. And he's so close. He's so close to the neighbor's house. But Cheyenne, what did the neighbor warn them about so many times?
I think it might have been something to do with fox
I
trap.
think it may have been, and it is, because this poor Indy gets stuck into a fox trap, and he's trying to get out, but he can't.
Get boo boo though. No
No
boo boo.
boo boo, but he's still stuck, and he can't go get help, and he's trapped. And what's coming up at him? The,
A
the
shat.
ink demon shadow is coming after him.
The ink demon.
An ink demon shadow gets a hold of him. But ink demon shadow, as we established, is Todd. It is possessed evil Todd.
What you clocked a lot more than I did on this
I'm
one.
so surprised you did not clock. What did you think was happening?
Oh, there was like a presence.
This because
I
we
don't
see the
know.
shadow comes and grabs the dog, and then we cut to
Yeah.
Todd doing the worst fucking thing, putting Indy on a chain and like chaining him to the doghouse so he can't get out in the middle of a storm, mind you. It is raining, pouring
At night.
at nighttime. Fuck you, Todd. I don't give it. I
Yeah.
really don't care about him at all.
He said die of
And
cancer.
he's
bitch.
like going outside. Todd's back inside. I didn't say, don't you put that on me. Todd's inside just being weird, having weird vibes. When the demons now come
Just a
back,
weird
and the
vibe.
demons after Indy.
Yeah, now they got a new
So Indy like runs. I think there's a weird like vision here again. I can't remember. But he runs into the doghouse. He's looking around, acting his fucking heart out.
He's so
Oh my
scared.
god. He's like, how do they get a dog to portray coming up with a plan? How'd they do that? This dog is looking around, creating a plan to escape. How did they do that?
Yeah, I know. He's an unmatched talent. There will never be
He
another
truly
Indy.
wears the Oscar snub right here.
Yeah.
He's like smelling the ground, and then the hand shoots up. Indy runs, but then the hand grabs the chain and it's pulling
gives
him
him the
slowly and
yoink.
pulling him slowly in. And he ain't going down like that. So I
No.
truly cannot explain the signs of anything that happens here. Indy, he does like while he's getting pulled, he does like a loop around and he barrels
Yeah.
into the doghouse from the side, which sends the doghouse flying. Which
He's just really
if
strong.
that's the case, why couldn't he just drag it? Why do you have to push it?
He wanted to break free. He didn't
Was
want
this
to.
doghouse
That's like a really
just
that's what a
placed on top of the soil, or is it built into the ground? Because nowadays it's placed on top of the soil, but the chain he's attached to is in the doghouse. And by him pushing it so hard it goes flying, his chain gets free from the doghouse.
He has the power of being a Nova Scotia retriever and friendship.
It's so crazy. Oh wait, it is the generator is going fucking crazy here. This one I was like, I cannot because this is just powering 3 lights. It's powering 3 fucking lights. It's about to explode. The generator is about to explode, and then it does.
It's really a hazard.
Luckily, it doesn't. I thought it was going to. It was, and the lights are out. And Todd is no longer in the bathroom. I don't know where Todd's at.
Gone.
Indy's like, I gotta get in there. I gotta go save my owner. But how is he going to get inside? The door's shut. It's okay because this truly makes no sense because we see that the basement doors, the cellar doors, are shut. But then Indy walks up to them, looks to the side, they're wide open. And I don't think it's supposed to be the ghosts. Maybe it is. And what is
Maybe
waiting
they
at the
like talk
bottom
to
of these stairs,
her.
Shania? It's
Banjo
bandana
bandit.
ghost dog. In a truly confusing way, because this dog still has the bandana, so we know it's bandana ghost dog. But Indy
Yeah.
found the bloody bandana upstairs.
Maybe it was part of the vision. Maybe it wasn't really there.
Then why did
It was
he
the ghost bandana.
then why did
Ghost bandana
he have
dog.
wait, why did he just have the vision at any point? Why did he go find this to activate his vision?
Maybe he had more than one bandana.
You're telling me because that's the one he died in. We saw he died in, his blood splattered. You're telling me that they killed his dog, took off his bandana, and said, oh, he don't look right. Let's put a bandana on him again.
Clearly, Granddad was not well.
Granddad was not
I
well.
don't know.
So Indy goes through the basement, just go upstairs, and Todd is like dying. It seems like he's like coughing up blood. He's not doing well. He's shaking. He's shivering. He's me when I have a mild cold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or when you got your COVID vaccine.
Dude, yes.
That was a brutal one to watch.
And Indy shows, Indy shows up. And immediately Todd's like, I'm better. Oh my God. How'd you get here, buddy? I'm so sorry I did this to you. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. But Indy's not really reacting to him. I mean, he is, but he looks a little worried. He's like still concerned. He looks behind Todd. Todd's like, what's wrong, bud? What's wrong? Todd's behind him. Todd is dead. His body is gone. Todd is a ghost now.
He's a ghost.
But
Todd.
Indy can see the paranormal, so Indy can still see him.
Yeah.
But it seemed that is what the demon wanted. And then the demon snatches Todd's spirit, yoinks him to the basement. But Indy not giving up on his own, and he goes back down there. He's running after him. He like runs down a weird, like, I want to see more of this weird rocky underground tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Because a weird tunnel that Indy goes after
to like
pulls Todd's spirit out of it. But the demon's back. This time, like, not as like solid. It's now just like cloudy. And so at least we believe that the demon ghost we saw before was Grandpa Ghost.
Okay.
And this is the true demon. Because as the demon approaches, Todd gets like covered in like that mud, sooty, clay-like substance.
He's nasty.
And he looks gross. And this is part I thought was like sad, and I wanted more out of it. Where he's like, Indy, you were such a good boy, but you can't save me. So stay here. And then he like melts away.
Not he melts.
He melts. Like he's like his skull comes out as he fades into like dust, basically. Yeah. And Indy is looking so sad. He's looking so sad.
He's traumatized.
He's waiting, and then eventually Vera shows up, and she's like, finds Todd dead, and she's like, "Come on, Indy, we gotta go." And Indy's just like looking at her like all sad. And I do think it is silly when I think it's a little bit silly when it was like, okay, now run the stairs, because Todd bounds up those stairs like it's no issue. Like,
he's like,
okay, we're done.
Okay, hang on with Auntie
and
now.
Cut, and then that dog was like ran away, and then that's the problem is they didn't. That's what happened there, and that's the end of the movie. Is the dog was with Vera, Todd is dead.
Yeah.
So give me some analysis to make this movie make sense to me in a way that defends it.
Okay, so I have my main argument that our beginning of the episode is based on, but as you were giving your observations that I just didn't have about the ghost, it has brought something that I like kind of thought anyway, but now I think it's backed up more. For when you're talking about the Todd is becoming the demon, he's getting possessed. I think I think it's a depiction of just like illness really just consuming you and kind of changing who you are as a person. Because I mean, how many times do people get like a really fucking shitty illness and they just kind of lose whatever their personality was? Like you become jaded, some people aren't very nice anymore because they're going through
Yeah.
shit, you know? So I'm feeling he was just kind of consuming him.
Yeah, I do think there's probably some degree of like grief to this,
Yeah.
where he's
Medical and
dying
grief.
and there's
Yeah.
not much that you can do to save him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just kind of like watch it happen and you're kind of like subjected to whatever mood thing they have going on. You know, because people get really, not always, but people can be really, really bitter when they're dealt those kind of cards and misplace their anger on those closest to them, which is why that's how I was interpreting him snapping at
Yeah.
Indy. Like, Indy's the only one that's actively, by mostly Todd's choice, Indy's the only one that's like actually there for him because Todd has isolated himself. And he's still pushing away that one comfort being. We're gonna call Indy a person. He's pushing away the one person who's there for him. But that's like an not after, but you kind of gave
Shook
that
it
more
loose.
basis for me. Yeah. However, my main thing, and this is going to bring us back to our little debate we had on weapons because I don't think what I'm about to say is what the movie is trying to do.
Okay.
I don't think it was the goal. I think the movie plays with how we view innocence in horror movies purely by having it be from the perspective of a dog, because dogs are objectively and inherently innocent, perfect little angel babies.
Yes. Especially Indy.
There's no bad, no evil, no nothing. They're just beautiful little precious, precious, precious babies. So in horror movies, I think we have seen where there's protagonists, or even outside of horror movies, just like movies, TV in general, there's a protagonist that's 100% good. You know, a completely not flawed character. And that's really boring. You can also have the morally ambiguous character that's a bit more human and realistic. You know, they have some moral gray, which is far more interesting, far more realistic, and kind of helps you reflect on your own morality because you can watch something and be like, no, I understand how the villain of this story got here. Or it can shine a light on your own biases and problematic thinkings if you're like, no, they deserve that. Right? When you have a dog, it's just an objectively good little baby.
He was a good little baby. It was the clear goal of just like, I want to protect my owner.
Yes. So, and I think that allows humans to focus on the actual emotions that are being experienced without any tainting of like, they deserve this, or I understand how they got here, or this, that, and the other thing. Because it's just objectively, this doggy doesn't deserve to go through this. And you can really, really, A, see and understand what that dog is feeling and thinking. B, you really feel for it, I think. You know, like you really empathize.
Yeah, I
with
do.
the
I
doggy.
love him.
Right. So I think that gives you a new focus on like just purely the emotions being experienced and like a different level of an understanding on how, in this case, a dog or maybe anyone else would feel in a situation like this, whether that be this person becoming possessed or dying of cancer or whatever the context is. Especially in particular, this movie, I think with a medical ambiguity, it can be when you're like a person and somebody in your life ends up with a medical thing, there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of questions, and just like anxiety that there's no real solution to a lot of the time. And I think it gets very dynamic in human relationships because there's the whole backstory, your whole history you have with people. So it can get complicated on how you feel about the situation, you know what I mean? But again, when you have it from a dog, I think it really like allows you to tune out the outside noise and empathize with the situation. So I just think it plays with innocence and empathy a fun way.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I still
You remove the well, yeah. So also this is like I would say a pretty stark emotional shift in how horror movies present themselves. So there's like next to no violence in this movie.
No, part of me I think I think this becomes it's a technical limitation of having a dog be your main actor. So I think they were like, you can't have actual violence. You can't have
Ah, Cujo.
no, but like the Cujo, the dog's not the main actor. The dog is the source of the horror. In this case, the dog's the one
Okay.
reacting to the horror. So the most you can do
Right.
is like, we'll have a weird, ambiguous, shadowy person in the background. Because
Uh-huh.
almost like the most you're able to do. Otherwise, like the dog's not gonna be looking at where you would look.
Excuse me.
That
I
was my thought. That's why I was
yeah,
like,
but
this is why we're doing this.
well, practicality wise, yeah. As far as like how it hits the viewer, I think it's a hard change in emotional, like what causes emotion in the viewer in a horror movie. There is no devastating violence. It's just an ambiguous thing that happened, and this person is just kind of different and then gone
Yeah,
with no like big, oh my God, it's very subtle, kind
he
of.
just wastes away. It's really sad.
Yeah, it is really sad. And then the big thing I have for this movie is because it's from the perspective of a dog, I do think based on how you feel as the viewer and view the movie, it kind of like forces you to examine how people display and experience empathy. So again, if this was a horror movie that was like strictly from people's perspective, we would have, history and the backstory that would make it more gray. It'd be a little bit more muddy. There would be no pure, oh my God, nobody deserves any of this. This is terrible, bad, sad, 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 sad. There's some ambiguity and grayness to it. Having it be a dog kind of like neutralizes.
I think there's no way to you be like, oh, like if it's a person, you'd be like, you shouldn't let them go out this in the woods in the first place. There's ways you could have stopped this before it got too bad. With its Indy is subject to Todd's like
Yeah,
emotions. I think that in a way that makes it a lot more powerful when Todd's like mean.
yeah, yeah. And I like really scaling it out. When it's a dog, I think you can take for them, like we're talking 99% of people here. It doesn't matter what your thoughts and beliefs are politically. You're gonna empathize with the dog, you know?
I was getting political.
Well, it always is. That's what analysis is, baby. Um, like whatever side you're falling on, you are gonna be able to ignore whatever your biases are and be sad that this dog is going through it. And you're gonna understand how traumatic and scary and anxiety provoking and everything that this experience is for the dog, which is great because it's a kind of like a grounding media to kind of remind people of empathy and being able to put yourself in somebody else's
Who
shoes,
doesn't love a
even if they're
dog?
different than you, because it's a dog. Basically, since it's a
Basically,
dog, basically, since it's the perspective of a dog and we're all empathizing with the dog, even if you're like some asshole that's like, woo, let's deport people for no reason, you probably can like still empathize with the dog, which means, hey, if that's you, you're capable of empathy. Okay. There's hope.
that's helpful.
Empathize,
Just like
watch
lean
this
into that.
movie,
Lean into that a little bit.
lean into it, empathize, watch this movie, feel, notice what it's like to empathize with the dog, and then translate that to people. Because here's the flip side of this movie. I think huge positive that it's like a grounding spot to realign ourselves with our empathy, right? Because we have an objectively empathical character. Here's the bad side. We empathize. Why are people able to empathize with this fucking dog or punch the monkey and not human people? And again, if you're empathizing with punch the monkey, Muding the hippo, Indy the dog, I'm so happy for you. That's beautiful. Just self-reflect for a minute.
Take a second.
why can you empathize with a monkey that loves a stuffed animal, but not people being like murdered and ripped away from their families?
Clock it.
Just a nugget to think about. And that's why I think, yes, this movie is kind of boring. There's not a lot going on.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the movie set out to do anything other than be from the POV of a dog, and I love that. I think that's
I think we could have
truly a feat.
more.
I think
I
it's
was
a
excited. I
feat.
wanted more.
I think it can still unintentionally be used for us to remember empathy. Okay?
So what
You're
would you rate
capable of
this
it.
movie, Cheyenne?
Well, wait, you didn't really share your thoughts.
You know my thoughts on this movie?
Yeah,
I'll
I
share
want
my
to know
thoughts
your
on my
thoughts
review
on
of
the
this
movie.
movie.
And
Here's my
I
thoughts
want
on
to
this
know what
movie as
you
a
think. Wait, I
review.
want to know what you think about what I said too. I need to stop staring at myself. Okay.
No, I just agree though that you say that. Yeah, I can see the empathy. I understand all that. I have nothing against it. I
It's
think
you.
this is a movie, and this, I mean, I will say it does. Maybe this is me kind of flipping on my opinion on weapons, where this one is not flipping on it, but I'm just like going to be contradicting myself a little bit. Because this is one where I think I need it to be a little bit more literal. When I know in weapons, I was complaining how it sometimes Zach Gregor's too literal.
I'm clipping this. I'm clipping
I
this. I'm clipping this.
I I'm a hypocrite. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a hypocrite. I needed something more literal because I think I understood. We got it. The demon is like disease, and like that's the metaphor it's for, and we're seeing it through the perspective of this dog. But at the same time, I'm like, what's going on? What is this demon? Because sometimes it feels like it's a more literal thing than not.
Yeah, I can.
And
Yeah.
I could not tell, I'm like, am I supposed to get the sense that he's being possessed right now, or is he just being a jerk? What is it? Because at the end, it's like he's not possessed. The demon's a separate thing trying to steal his soul away now. Which, how does
Hmm.
that play into the sickness allegory? I don't know. And it
Oh,
really was just like mid to me. I wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it. I
okay.
like how short it was. It was a crisp hour and 10 minutes.
It's shorty. I will
But
give her
it
that.
still felt like a full 2 hour long movie, and that's a bad thing.
So my one point to your point, not even a counterpoint, just answering some of your questions there, as far as like the demon being like kind of sickness and it's like kind of possessing him, but like also it's not. And is he mean? Or is it making him mean? Is it going for his soul? Like what is happening here? I think if you pull out and you are looking at it from the perspective of it's an illness, you can never make fun of me for slurping again. Uh, if it's
I stopped.
medical, taking just like deteriorating, whoa, you know what I meant to say. Coming for someone and kind of just we're on the way out. Um, I think it's very easy. The demon is the illness because sometimes an illness will get you down and it's kind of taking over. Maybe it's
Hmm.
killed your spirit a little bit. Maybe you are misdirecting your feelings towards those that are close to you, but that's not 100% of the time. There's also going to be times where you have more agency from it, where your spirits are higher, you have a little more fight in you. So I think it's both. It's a thing that possesses you, it's controlling you to whatever extent. And also sometimes you can push back and you're separated from it a little bit more. But I don't think that's what the movie's trying to do. I think the movie is a horror movie from Dog's POV.
That's it. I think it's supposed to be sickness. I think it's supposed to be sickness. I think it's supposed to be disease. And like that's the only point of that storyline that even make any sense is that it's a
Yeah,
genetic disease that's gotten his family and the dog's trying to save him, but you simply cannot stop it.
yeah, yeah.
You
I
are
mean,
powerless. And I think that's also another reason for the dog perspective is a dog is unfortunately a lot of times powerless to deal with problems.
right.
But like I think we could have had more fun with it. We could have done things a bit more interesting with it. And I
Fair.
get that we don't the whole point is the dog's POV. We're not going to see the humans a lot. I
Hmm.
wanted more human.
Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about how you don't see his face until after
You
he's
don't see the
died.
owner's face at all until like or like not a clear shot of his face until he's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Which That has an implication, and I don't know what I think it is yet.
I think it plays into the whole like disease, you are not who you are. Um, that's my cult
I
phrase.
know.
You are not, it's like you are not yourself because of like
Yeah.
disease. I think the dog, and he doesn't really seem to be his normal self until he's dead, and then we see his face because that's when
So
he
he's
is.
freed, but then as soon as
But we
he's
could have
freed,
made it
he's.
more interesting. So,
I
Cheyenne, what
agree with
would you
that.
review this movie?
So I gave it. I lost my
Out of
spot. I
nine
gave it
lives.
out of. Yes, we are changing our rating scale, guys. We're still gonna do our little letterbox thing, but Ben and I will be rating the movie out of 9 lives because we are the 9 Lives Horror Club. And then
Mhm.
I will do something to translate that to stars on Letterboxd. So I give it 7 out of 9 lives.
That's wild to me. That's wild.
Okay, but
Movies
hear me
that
out. Hear
you
me out.
yourself said was boring?
Here, no, okay, so the first time I watched it, I was not bored. I was very into it. The second time I watched it, I was bored, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I barely paid attention. And also to be fair, it was Friday when I got that wonderful news about the job. So I
Yep.
was panic applying to jobs the whole time. Um, That said, I do give it a 7 because Indy is so good.
Indy is so loved.
Like,
Indy
the
is so loved.
star of the movie is fantastic, and I can't take that from it. And
Indy is so loved.
I like the new take on having it from the POV of a dog, because we always have animal not always, but we have a lot of horror movies that involve animals, and we see them, like, being sus about something. But having it be the actual POV, very fun. For a bitch like me who thinks animals know far more than I do, love. And I think the plot and the premise on its bones is good.
I disagree.
No, I like the medical thing. I do think the movie is trying to do the whole thing you were talking about. When I say
Yes.
the horror movie is a horror movie from the dog's POV and that's it, they weren't going for like a very like analytical movie.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think Indy's really good. I think it's fantastic. He wasn't trained to be a movie dog and he did this.
That's
I
so
love that
impressive.
his parents did not push him or pressure him or overwork him in any way because it took 3 fucking years to make the movie.
Was
So
also crazy.
the like love put into it, I really admire.
See, for me, this is getting 3 out of 9 lives. 3 out of 9. Indy is all three of those points. Indy is so loved. Indy is so loved. Let's not get it twisted. Indy is so loved.
Yes.
But I just didn't care about Todd. I didn't care about the plot. I thought it was nonstop, just like, ooh, spooky muddy shadow in the distance. And I wanted more. I wanted more.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with any of that.
And for me, because that warranted a 3 out of 9.
Okay. So we're taking an average. That's like a 5 out of 9.
We'll take a 5 out of 9. I'm not gonna be happy about it,
Okay.
but we'll give it 5 lives out of 9.
And I'll text you with whatever math I come up with later for that. Now, Ben, we have to leave a little text review.
Yes. And I can
Yeah,
tell you right
so
now what it's going
okay.
to say.
Sure.
Indy is such a good person.
I like that he's a good person. Such a good person. He's so brave. You
He's
know?
so great.
He's so brave. I love him. Also, he's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
He's so adorable. My sister says she wants to get a dog like Indy now.
I
She
do
was looking into
too.
his breed.
Yes, and he's so small. That dog is smaller than Oakley and Blue. Now, Ben, you know how I like to read you a couple reviews.
Yes.
We have come up with a name for this segment now, and that is Voices from the Void.
Ooh, I like the voice effect.
Oh, thank you. That was me and my own voice, so maybe I don't need to make one
Yeah, I could
anymore.
tell. I could
Okay.
tell.
Anyways, so I have a review from JOJ66 on Letterboxd, who
Okay.
gave it 3 stars. And they said, we got a dog being a better actor than Gal Gadot. 2025 is something else.
This dog's better than most actors. This dog's so talented.
He belongs with Michael B. Jordan on the
It's like the
level of
Jacob
like,
Tremblay of dogs.
I don't know.
Jacob Tremblay is famous child actor.
For what?
The Room.
Oh, okay.
Wonder.
The Room, huh? That's okay. Well,
or Room, not The Room. Room.
Oh, I was like, The Room. There's a kid in that movie.
Room. My bad.
Okay, the big difference. Big difference. And I have one more from you, and I love this person's name because their name is Killian. Killian Morlace, I think is how you say it.
Not
also on
Morales?
Letterboxd. And they also gave it 3 stars. 3 was the most common rating I was seeing for this one.
A little high, if you ask me.
Oh, excuse me. You're choking me up. And he said, watch this one with my fat diabetic cat next to me to show her what loyalty looks like.
My cats would never. Considering they refused being here with me.
No, mine would never also. They would just stare at the thing and then be like, that's your problem, bitch.
We had a bug got into our apartment one time, and it was like, perfect cat killing size. Or just a little tiny. They could easily swat at it. My 2 cats just stared at it, and if it moved towards them, they would run away.
Oh, both of them, even Rockbell.
Yes, both of them.
Okay, I expect that from Sage because Killian does the same thing, and they're like cousins. But
nope, they're both unloyal.
Oh, okay. So Killian's scared of everything, and then Charlie he'll take down a bug. Bug will take down a bug. Well, Ben.
Yay.
I think, we were really good boys. But
I was not.
We can't go
I was not a good boy.
We can't go anymore, and we have to stay here.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Get it?
Well, the sad part.
Sorry. So listeners, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. Please do at the 9, the number 9, LHC Pod. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube at 9, the number 9, Lives Horror Club. I just forgot our name for a second. And if you want to keep the hot takes rolling, you can join our subreddit at r/9 Lives Horror Club. Please contribute to the conversation every week.
My favorite bit is I just know that you want to say the letter 9 each time, and I can see you mentally stopping yourself to go the number 9.
It's the number. The number. I'm trying
not the letter 9.
On the Reddit every week, I make a text-based post where I summarize Ben and I's main arguments on said Reddit post. And you guys can contribute to the conversation there. Please do. We want to know what you think about what we think.
And that I'm right.
Please.
Otherwise, my feelings will be hurt.
I want to hear how smart my analysis is, and Ben wants you to die on the hill with him. Also, our website is live. Woo. And I will link that in the show notes because it's too long for me to read. So I will not. Ben, our poll for the week, meaning our Spotify poll. What do we want to ask the people? Do we like this movie? Do we think Indy is the best actor of all time? Do we think the movie's doing something or nothing?
That's a really good question because I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of, is Indy so loved?
No. Well, we know the answer to that.
That one's a little obvious. The answer is yes. Indy is so loved. Indy's such a good person.
Oh, we'll ask. Do we think Todd was being possessed, or is the demon just like fucking with him? I'll word that.
I think that's a good question. Do we think Todd was being possessed? I think yes.
Possession? Question mark? That's a period. That's fine. Okay. Now, please go ahead and give us a follow on Spotify or whatever your preferred podcast platform is. We're on all of the major ones. And if you're tuning in because we featured your review in a previous episode, go ahead and let us know by commenting a little ghosty ghost in the comments, please. That was quite the zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Was not expecting that. And now this week, we have a guest.
My little Bubby's here.
We have a date. This week,
you can never be Indy.
You saw that there was no poll for you guys to vote on what we're covering next because our next episode comes out on Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
So Ben, do you want to tell the people what we're doing for the next two Friday the 13th?
We've not had a clear discussion on it, I don't think, but it seems pretty obvious. We'll be watching Friday the 13th.
Yes. Which are we starting with the first?
Here's what I assume we might do.
Okay. I want this to be your creative.
Because I'm gonna say this right now, I love Friday the 13th.
I know all nothing of them. About it. Okay.
I marathon them in what I can only describe as the best October of my life.
Okay, yes, I remember this.
Where I really was just matching those Halloween spooky vibes.
Yeah.
And I watched every single one of these.
For sure.
I think we do the original one.
Okay.
But the question is, do we do the original one and the sequel as the same episode?
Oh, a twofer.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the plot of the first one is very thin.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you that the plot of the second one is very, very thin.
Okay, I like this combo. And guess what, buddy? I have a lot more time than I was supposed to. So
and then when we get to the next Friday the 13th,
which is not till November, I'm so sorry.
I propose that we do the 2007 or 2008 reboot.
Okay. I'm down. I love it.
Starring our Cloverfield star, Ben Feldman.
Which guy? Which one was that?
He was the boyfriend who just showed up at the party at the beginning of Cloverfield.
Okay.
And I say starring Ben Feldman, he's in the first. This is a movie we'll watch in November at this point.
I'll forget.
He's in the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Just like in Cloverfield.
But the supernatural guy's also in that one.
The supernatural. Wait, which?
The long hair one. He's also in the 2008 remake.
Okay, he's not my favorite one, but he's cool. Anyways, so yes, polls will keep an eye out on Instagrams, my personal and the podcast, because polls will come up for not the Friday 13th episode, but the one after that. Just
the 20th.
Trust and belief. All right, well, that is about it, Ben. We'll see you guys next week for Friday the 13th. 1 and 2.
Yay!
So in the meantime, in between time, stay spooky. And we will see you next time. One day. Bye.